Mitch, congratulations, mate. It's obviously a huge achievement. Can you tell the people at home how you found out about the news?
Yeah, I just had a meeting with Cracker, JL and Michael Lloyd in a room here at the hotel, and yeah, they told me the good news, and I was very happy.
What are your emotions?
Oh, I'm obviously very proud. We've been through this process over the last couple of months as a team, and to have my teammates sort of vote me, myself and Josh into this position. It's very proud, and hopefully I'll do the job justice.
Have you had a chance to tell family back home, teammates around the team, anything like that?
Yeah, we just Cracker just announced it to the team then in our team room, and the boys seemed pretty pumped, so that was good. And I've spoken to my dad, and I'll speak to the family tonight. And Dad was obviously pretty rapt. It's a role that he enjoyed for a couple of years as well, so he was extremely proud.
It's a unique situation having two vice captains. How are you going to make it work with Josh Hazlewood as well?
I think it is something different for cricket, but that's the world these days. We live in a modern world and in the modern game of cricket. I think Josh and I we'll do everything we can to make Tim Paine's life easier, and that's how I see the vice captaincy role. We'll, like every other person in this team, we'll lead to the best of our ability in Australian cricket, and like I said, make Tim Paine's job as easy as possible.
You've obviously got a bit of a history with Josh and played junior cricket with each other. Tell us about what he's like as a character and his growth from a young 14, 15-year-old to now.
Yeah, I guess it's a pretty cool story now that we're both co-vice captains of Australia. We started playing against each other for WA and New South Wales when we were under 15s, and then we played under 15s Australia together, and all through the junior process, and now we're here. So I guess Josh is just an honest country fella. He's extremely professional in the way he goes about things. He's a great player, he's a great bowler, and he's a great Australian. So he's going to he'll be fantastic in this role.
Is there any talk about who would necessarily take the captaincy on if Tim went down, say in the first test? Is it that designated, or is it just kind of whoever on the day kind of thing?
I think that's something that we'll probably have to talk about as a group and as a leadership group. But obviously with Josh not here now, it'll be me taking over the reins if Paine goes down. So if that opportunity arises, it'll be great. But I think when we're both in the side, it's something that we'll have to talk about for the future.
Does it mean you can take over the leadership of the WhatsApp group, the Fast Bowlers Cartel as well?
The cartel group is cartel +1 at the moment, so I'm still on the edge, but I'll get in there.
Tell us about your experiences in WA vice captaincy and I guess that year of doing it and how that's prepared you for this job.
Yeah, we went through the exact same process with Western Australia. I think I've certainly grown as a leader in the past 12 months for Western Australia. Found out a bit about myself and about my leadership. But I absolutely love captaining Western Australia. I think probably my biggest strength is that it hasn't changed me as a person. And I certainly don't see the vice captaincy role changing me as a person. I'll be that same guy around the team that's got me into this position, and I think it's really important that that's leadership in my opinion. So I'm just looking forward to it.
And tell us about the pitch that JL is I guess his brainchild, the pitch that you've done to the panel beforehand that both you and Josh have done. It's a really unique thing that hasn't happened before. Did you enjoy the process?
I think talking in front of the calibre in the room was quite daunting, and we just had to make sure we were really prepared for the day. It was a great experience to have the opportunity to sort of talk about my vision for Australian cricket. Is something that I probably never thought that I'd get to do to board members and some legends of Australian cricket. So the whole process was a great experience. Yes, it is different, but like I said, it's 2018, and for us as a group, I thought it was a really good process of where we're at right now. I sit here as a vice captain and very proud.
You've been on the mend from injury. Just 12 months ago, you weren't even in the test side. Can you tell us a little bit about your roller coaster over that period, Mitch?
Yeah, I guess it certainly has been a roller coaster. I think when you're out of the team, you certainly tend to appreciate what cricket brings to me, and I think I stand here now very proud of what I've been able to achieve over the last 12 months, but it's really just the beginning, and I'm really looking forward to what I can bring to this team as a leader. hopefully Tim and Josh and I can be great for Australian cricket.
And given, I guess, the unique position Australia's in and everything that cricket in Australia has gone through over the last few months, do you feel a great sense of responsibility as well?
Oh, I certainly do. I think the biggest thing we've spoken about as a team right now is that, and I even said it in my presentation to the board, was whether I have a title next to my name, it's actually irrelevant. I want to be the best person and best Australian cricketer and leader that I can be for this group and for the whole organisation moving forward. And that's something that we want every single cricketer to be in the Australian cricket team, and hopefully I'll be able to instill that on young guys coming through and what it is to be an Australian cricketer and what we stand for going forward. So that's my goal.